May I pay respect to the Lord Buddha, even though he passed away a long time ago. And I pay my deep respect to the most honorable พระราชวิเทศปัญญาคุณ Dr. Lau Panyasiri, who have gratitude for me, and the senior monks and my fellow monks, and welcome all the meditators here and participants who join us for the summer retreat. Welcome you to the evening Dhamma talk. I'm glad that today Ajarn Lau managed me to give a Dhamma talk, and normally I would like to give a Dhamma talk every day. At least one month we give Dhamma talk in English, but finally we managed to have it, and I managed to give a Dhamma talk. Today I would like to talk about the Kesi Sutta, the Sutta of the horse trainer. Once upon a time, in the time of the Buddha, one man, his name is Kesi. He was a horse trainer. He went to the blessed one, he went to see the Buddha, and then when he went to see the Buddha, he bowed to him, pay respect to him, and he sit at one side properly. And then the Buddha asked him, Kesi, are you the well-known horse trainer? May I ask you, how do you train your horses? And the man, the Kesi, his name Kesi, answered to the Buddha, Venerable Sir, I train my horse with three different things. I train the horses with gentleness, harshly, gently, and if any horse are not fit to be trained, I will kill it. This is the techniques of the Kesi Sutta that the Buddha asked him. The Buddha asked him, if the horse is easy to be trained, I will train him with gentleness. This is the answer of Kesi. And then the Buddha asked, what if the horse is very fierce? How do you train him? How do you train those horses? Kesi, he answered, I will train those horses with harshness or harshly, like beat him or beat them, or try to say something and say it out loud, something like that. And next question, the Buddha asked Kesi, what if the horse cannot be trained? The horse is not fit to be trained. What are you going to do with that horse? Kesi said, now I will kill those horses. The Buddha asked, why? Why you would like to kill it? Because I don't want to bring the disgrace to the lineage of the horse trainer, to my family or to the lineage of my family. So this is the answer of Kesi. And then Kesi, he also know that the Buddha is the teachers of angels and human beings, the great trainers of all human. And then he also asked back to the Buddha that, Venerable Sir, how do you train the person? The Buddha said, sometimes I train the person with gentleness, hardness, and sometimes with both gentleness and harshness. You can see that human beings in this world, sometimes they like people who talk nicely, talk sweet with sweet word or nice word. Some people like to be the harsh word, like people to shouting at them, or this is different of person and some people need a lot of training and explanation in order to understand. And sometimes the teacher must be fierce in order to train the student. This is the answer of the Buddha. And also the Buddha said, sometimes I train my monks, bhikkhuni, and the men with both ways, gentleness and harshness. And Kesi asked the Buddha next question, what if the person or the monk cannot be trained? How are you going to train them? The Buddha said, I will kill them. And then the Kesi man feel amazed. Oh, no, the Buddha, you are live the holy life. How can you kill a person? The Buddha said, in our Dhamma Vinaya, in our religion, we don't kill the person by taking life, but we kill a person who is not fit to be trained by not to talk with them, not to instruct. That person cannot be talked to, cannot be taught, cannot be instructed. This is the way that to isolate the person, let that person be isolated. This is the way of killing in our religion. So the Buddha tells the ways of the training to Kesi person, and the Kesi really appreciate and delight in the Buddha word. And he also compare that his techniques are also the same technique with the Buddha. Now I would like to talk to one of the most venerable who is still alive in this day, living in the UK in Amaravati temple. His name is Venerable Sumetho. His real name when he was a layperson is Robert Jackman, if I am not wrong. This is Robert Sumetho. He's the first foreign disciple of Ajarn tradition. And then I would like to talk about his story and then his biography that you can learn from the Dhamma from him. Why he chose to be ordained and why he went to Thailand. And you can see that Ajarn Chah, he cannot talk, he cannot speak English a lot. He cannot speak much of English. He say only a few words like good morning, would you like to have a cup of tea? Because it's quite similar to the Pali word, it's upakapati. And he will say this word, but he got so many disciples, foreign disciples all over the world. And Ajarn tradition has been established all around the world right now. And one of the lay person went to ask him, how can you train your foreign disciple and foreign student that you don't talk in English? Ajarn said, how the horse trainer train the horse. You just tell them, but this is the time to practice, it is time to sit meditation, it is time to do this, do that. You see? And then he also become the impeccable example of the foreign disciple by upholding the Dhamma Vinaya. He's very strict to the Vinaya and follow the teaching of the Buddha, follow the rules and regulations laid down by the Lord Buddha. He never violates those rules. And that's why he's very well known in Thailand. And most venerable Ajarn Sumetho, he went to Thailand when he was 20. After he was drafted as an American soldier, he went to Thailand to find a way out of suffering because he has suffering of a couple life. And he went to Nong Khai, to the northeast of Isan, and then he was ordained there. And he was looking for a true teacher who he can have touch and faith in the teacher, he have faith and he can be with. And then somebody said, why don't you go to stay with Ajarn Chah? Oh, when he heard the word Ajarn Chah, who is Ajarn Chah, where he lived? He lived in Ubon Ratchathani. And then he went to Ubon Ratchathani. I think there was an American air base in Ubon at the time because there is a war between Vietnam, North Vietnam and South Vietnam during those wars. And he went to stay with Ajarn Chah. At the beginning, because he was a newly ordained and he was a first Western monk and foreign monks. So he doesn't want to do any part of the duty of the Buddhist monk as like a Thai monk do. When he went to stay with Ajahn Chah, to live with Ajahn Chah, he has a lot of suffering and frustration at the beginning because he have to experience the change of language, the change of culture, and the change of the food, language, and experience the weather and everything. So he have to overcome that. And Ajahn Chah, he has so many monks living with him at a time. And the duty of Buddhist monk is to look after the master, look after the teacher, to show the gratitude and to let go of the ego of the Buddhist monk, of the newly ordained Buddhist monk or the new monk. So every Thai monks, they do whatever they are told to do, as Ajahn Chah told them to do. But most venerable Ajahn Sumetho or Luang Por Sumetho at the time, he doesn't want to do it, like washing Ajahn Chah feet or clean the bowl of Ajahn Chah or sweeping the floor or clean the hall, something like that. He said every human being is equal. Every human being is equal because he believed in the Western beliefs that every human being is equal. Why? Ajahn Chah is taking advantage. He's taking advantage of other person. Why? He asked someone to wash his feet because Ajahn Luang Por Sumetho, he doesn't understand that is the duty of the Buddhist monk, which is called Vatta, to look after the senior monk. And then he believed, no, I don't want to do that. And then he has a frustration, a lot of suffering. And when he stayed there, when he lived there, he also must enjoy, must have Thai food or Isan food. Probably sometime at the beginning, doesn't have a lot of food. Nowadays, only sticky rice and chili paste. But he must do it. He must take it, no matter what, because he stayed with Ajahn Chah. And some of the ladies asked Ajahn Chah, can we bring him English food or English breakfast? Ajahn Chah says, no, because he lived a comfort life for many years now. You must learn how to live with uncomfortable life. Live with the patient. Enjoy whatever food offered to you. Take whatever food offered to you. Don't be too picky. And monk, we must live a simple life. And that's why Venerable Sumetho must do as Ajahn Chah said. So he doesn't have English breakfast or English food at the time. And then one of the men went to ask him, because he never see a foreign monk and English monk before in his life, because he's quite well known, because many people in the village would like to offer food to him in the village, because they would like to see the foreign monk. Oh, this is a Phalang, this is a foreign monk, something like that. And one of the ladies also, when one of the men went to ask him and see he eat the food, everything, put the food in the bowl and eat it from the bowl. He went to ask Venerable Sumetho, Sir, Venerable Sir, why you eat the food like this? Are you going to have diarrhea or not? And the Venerable Sumetho said to him, if you eat the food like this in your home, are you going to have diarrhea or not? I said, no. The man said, no, I don't eat the food like this. I separate the food. The sweet, the food, the snack, I separate it. I don't eat it simultaneously at the same time. And Venerable Sumetho answered that, no matter if you eat it separated, it will go and mix in your stomach eventually. Oh, and the man said, oh, like this, oh, why you eat like this? And Venerable Sumetho give him some wisdom. I eat this food just to sustain and maintain this body and to live the holy lives only. I don't eat the food for delicious taste, or I didn't feed the food for fun, for fattening, for building muscle. But I eat the food just to sustain and maintain this body only. And the man understand that. And sometimes he give wisdom to that man. And then sometimes he also has frustration about the monks told him what to do. He doesn't want to be told off. Why? Because he's newly ordained monk and he has ego, he has pride as an English monk. And then some monk told him, oh, you must clean the bowl like this, put the bowl like this, and wear the robe like this. You must lay down your back like this. He said, no, I can do whatever I like. He said that. And he doesn't want the monk to give him any advice. That's why he had a lot of suffering and frustration. In Thailand, it's very hot at the time. And once upon a time, one day when he has a lot of suffering, frustration, anger, and everything has been in his mind. But he doesn't acknowledge it. He doesn't know it. And then he also have a lot of suffering, frustration, resentment, everything happened in his mind. When he go to sweep the floor, he sweep the floor, sweep the leaf hardly, like a very loud. And Ajahn Chah, he saw that. He saw the Venerable Sumetho. He think, oh, what happened to the foreign monk, Phap Phalang? What happened to the Phap Phalang? And then one day, the time passed by. He also have suffering all the time. He cannot find a way, figure out how to get the suffering out of himself. And then one day, when he was sweeping the floor in the temple, cleaning the toilet, do the duty of the Buddhist monk, cleaning the hall or the sala, Ajahn Chah went to ask him, Sumetho, is Wat Nong Papong, that's the name of the temple, Wat Nong Papong, is Wat Nong Papong suffering? Is this temple bring you suffering? He asked this question to Venerable Sumetho. Venerable Sumetho stopped and think, is this temple suffering? For 3 times, is this temple suffering? Is this temple suffering? And then he think, oh, and then he stand like the light, he got the light. He feel like he was enlightened. Oh, this temple bring me no suffering at all. Suffering is not from this temple. Frustration is not come from this temple. This temple is not suffering, but suffering is come from my mind. Because when I don't like being told off, I don't like the person told me to do this, do that. I don't like the person, I don't like this monk, I don't like this person. Like you all come here in this temple, Buddha Patipat temple, sometimes you can have frustration, resentment, or anger happen during the retreat, but you must acknowledge it, let it go, like Venerable Sumetho. And then he acknowledge it, understand the truth, understand the reality, understand that happiness and suffering is involved within your mind. You are what you think. And then after he understand this truth, he let go of his ego and pride. And he said, oh, Ajahn Chah give me the wisdom. Actually, because I don't like someone, that's make me suffering. I don't want to do this, do that, that's make me suffering. Things don't go as you expected, that is suffering. And Yampit Changna Lapatitam Pitukhang, this is the teaching of the Buddha. He said it in the Dhammacakkappavatt Sutta, the setting wheel of the setting in the motion of the wheel of the Dhamma. And that's why he understands the truth, and then he given up all his ego, he given up his all. And then he went to Ajahn Chah and clean his feet, wash his feet, clean his bowl and everything, pay respect to him and ask for forgiveness from him. And Ajahn Chah said, Sumetho, are you defeated? And they said, yes. Oh. And then after that, he became the great disciple of Ajahn Chah. He stayed there for 10 years, and after that, he come back to England. but he's an American monk, and he come to England to establish monastery here. I think 3 monasteries: Siddharth Monastery, Amalavadi, and he became the first abbot as well. But I think many years ago he dismissed his position as an abbot, and he left because he doesn't want to look after the community, because you must take responsibility. And he was invited by English Sangha Trust. I think the same with this temple. Venerable, Most Venerable Luang Por Chodok was invited by English Sangha Trust to set up the temple, this temple as well, and also Amaravati temple as well. Nowadays he's still alive, and then Most Venerable Ajarn Lao, Dr. Lao Panyasiri, he also take the monks to pay respect to the Ajarn Sumetho every single year before the rain retreat, because this is the vata of the Buddhist monk. Duty of monk is to pay respect to the senior monk, respect, honor, and listen to the teaching of the senior monk. This is from Aparihaniya Dhamma Sutta, and we go to pay respect to him every day and bow to him, listen to his guidance. This is prosperity can be expected. This is the teaching of the Buddha and the biography of Ajarn Sumetho and the Kesi Sutta I would like to give to you. And I would like you to acknowledge every emotion, negative emotion, positive emotion that happened to you, and let it go, like Venerable Sumetho. And try to understand your mind, that try to train your mind, control your mind. The Buddha said, Chittang Santang Sukhavahang. If your mind is well trained, your mind can bring happiness to you. I would like to end this evening talk, Dhamma talk. Sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you very much. Always is very inspiring, very good. The good for the two stories is very good between Buddha and the horse keeper. That really good. And Ajarn Sumetho also very good. And he mentioned about Ajarn Sumetho under the student of Ajarn Shah. And the temple here, the head monk, Ajarn Prathamachira Mahani, his statue is there, was invited by English Sangha Trust to this country. And actually, Buddha Patipat temple is started before Amaravati temple, because they would like the monks to teach meditation and run Buddhist course or Buddhist meditation and teach Buddhist to the British people at the beginning. That's how our history started. But after some years, and the Thai people would like to have Thai monks, and our teacher turned direction, is turning point to serve more Thai culture than teaching Buddhism and meditation. It's something, it not went wrong, but something went different way, because so many Thai people after that, and the way in which our Buddhist monks turned to be urban temple, not forest tradition. So the English Sangha Trust after that went to Thailand and invited Ajahn Chah to start the temple. It started from Hampstead, not Hammersmith, Hampstead in London. And after that they have the temple in Essex. And after Essex, Chitta Vivek temple. And then went to Amaravati temple. So now we are working together. We are urban tradition, they are forest tradition. And it's very good, serve the British or European very well. And we serve both Thai and European. And our temple now, since the end of the starting of the rainy season, because of number of the monks, many, the first time ever up to 18, 19 monks and novices. And now we got 15 monks, so we introduced the monk to have meal in the bowl. Now that means you can see the monk have meal in a forest tradition. We experienced that before, but we follow our tradition in Thailand. Like Wat Mahathat in Bangkok, we eat in a table and normal on the plate. But here it's good opportunity to introduce to the monks to have the meal in their bowl. That is very good. So that is next step for meditation. And we have more English lesson, more English meditation, more English talk. So we have more talk, we have a lesson. So hopefully it's built gradually to the right direction where we were expected to do in the past. That's our intention. It depends. And especially this year we have the English monk, 2 or 3 English monks here, Vachira Panyo and Panya Vachiro, and more. So that's our intention to have